Hey everybody, it's May, and today I'm finally here to put together some Faithdex cards, so just stay tuned. Okay, you guys, I finally got the printables for these and the tutorial, and I did the tutorial for the little Faithdex box tray. So now it's finally time to get busy and start making some Faithdex for Fruit of the Spirit. My plan today is to show you like all the bits and bobs I went through the craft room. Everywhere and anywhere I will find little bits and bobs to be able to put onto my crafts. So I'm just going to show you what I've built up and what I'm trying to, like use up. And the plan is to try to make 3 Faithdex cards on the Fruit for Love and possibly the title card in the beginning of the tray that says that all the Faithdex cards that are going to be in this tray are about Fruit of the Spirit. So let me go ahead and show you real quick what I'm talking about. You can purchase them, as where I cut them for you. You'll get 108 pieces of ephemera in here that go along with Fruit of the Spirit. And then this package right here, you will get 18 verses, 2 for each of the 9 Fruits of the Spirit, 2 Fruit of the Spirit title cards, and 30 different Faithdex cards in different shapes. And then they're also in printable formats with a tutorial on my channel that shows you how you can turn these into cut files and make your Cricut and Silhouette cut them for you for both the Faithdex and verses and for the ephemera. So, and it does come with a sizing guide. So you should be able to get that done. No worries if you follow the tutorial. And if you get hung up, send me a message. I may be at work when you send it, but I do always answer the messages. So, oh, I'm so excited, y'all. I'm so excited. Okay, so what I have done is I have taken my little bowl here and I've gotten all my little ephemera sitting in here. Okay, a couple of other little bits and bobs like some little doilies that I die cut. Some things left over from my devotional for Fruit of the Spirit from By the Well for God. A black doily, some of the tags, a few stickers, just all kinds of little randomness, okay? And then I did some test cuts of the Fruit of the Spirit, so I have a few extras here. Whew, I'm way out of frame, guys. So what I'm wanting to do is go ahead and get started. And I think, let me see if I can find me an extra yellow one. Didn't I have a yellow one? I did. Oh, goodness. All right, guys. So let me go ahead and get all these guys out. We'll play around with these today. And I'm going to change my blending tool because I already know that I want to ink my edges with Walnut Stain by Tim Holtz. So let me go ahead and get me a fresh blending pad. Let's go ahead and get that on there. Okay, so we're good there. All right, so like I said, I have so much stuff that I have been gathering. And real quick before I forget, let me get my tray, my mat. I'm going to use my cutting mat because I don't want to mess up this little deal I got going on here. And I'm going to go ahead and re-ink my Walnut Stain Distress Oxide. Ooh. Yeah. Okay. So there we are. We're going to go ahead and let that sit for just a few minutes. It was probably a little too much, but it'd be all right. Okay, so I went around and I found some index cards in my stash that are graph. And I found some that are lined. And I want to make these look vintage. So I know I want to do that. Also, I wanted to mention that the Heidi Swap Punch, you can find this on Amazon, scrapbook.com. A cherry on top. You can find it from vendors on Etsy. This will help you that if you've got a regular card that you're wanting to turn into a Faithdex card, it will punch the bottom for you to be able to go into the spinners or many of the trays. Now, the tray I created, I don't need, that guy to be punched. It's okay that it's punched because maybe later I might want to pull it out and put it on my spinner. And I definitely wanted a good bit of room on either side so I could have dimensionals and ephemera hanging off my cards. So my cards are sized to 4 inches wide, so I just wanted to mention that. Okay, so let me show you some of the stuff I got going on. I've got a ton of little ribbon paper clips, and I pulled out some that I thought would match the Faithdex cards pretty good and the tray. So we've got those. And I'm definitely going to be using this one. It's got like crosses or plus signs, but to me they're going to be crosses. So that's definitely going on one of them. Excuse me. Like I said, I do like to make flowers, so I have lots of just solid color flowers already cut out in different shapes. Like this is a tea rose. This is a Cinch and Go die #1. Just different types of flowers I already have pre-made. I have my flower molding mat over here. I also have some pansies just cut out in white in case I just want to, you know, color them with some ink and then put them together. And then I also just have a box of some flowers that I have already done or that I have purchased. So in here, I know that on the first card, I definitely want like this burlap and button. I really, really, really want that. So let's go ahead and get that one out of the box. I think I want a couple of yellow pieces to put together to make a flower. So we'll go ahead and get that out. We'll get out some white in different shapes and sizes. These are already pre-made. That one's pre-made. Some of these are pre-made. Let's check them out. We can ink them up and make them different. So we can get out some of these white ones with centers already on them. I know I want to have some butterflies on my in my box. This is very pretty. So it's pretty rustic and vintage looking, so that's a keeper. We'll try that one out. I like this one because it's just all squishy and it looks very natural, so I'm going to pull this one. And then I'm going to go ahead and pull a couple of leaves and some ivy. And I will be staining these to be a little bit more vintage and watering them down. I also have, let's see, I have some twine. So we'll get out the pink. I think that's the only thing I want in this box, pink-wise. And this box I'll be going through over and over as I do different cards for Fruit of the Spirit. I want a couple of these brown ones. I want to keep it very vintage and rustic looking. That's my goal here. So I do have some flower centers. Some I made, some I purchased. I usually get little bits and bobs off of AliExpress or eBay. Now I did take these centers and wrap chain around it. And so now I've got some bling. I bought these bling centers for flowers or for embellishments. And then I have just some couple plain ones I grabbed. So I'll go ahead and get those out. I think I'm good for the box for today on this. Okay, so I definitely want to use some of my seam binding. I have tons of seam binding that I get from Really Reasonable Ribbon, so I'll probably be using some of this. And we know we have to add some little clear faux diamond jimmies. And like I said, I have tons of embellishment chain. I get this off of eBay, and it's in a spool of 10 yards. And today, I think I definitely want to be using the black, what do you call it? Like rhinestone chain. And where are my tonic scissors? We don't need very much of it. If I can find the very beginning of it, that'll work. So let's just go ahead and cut it off like, I don't know, right about there. We don't need any more than that. I usually use my jewelry cutters for it, but the tonic scissors from Tim Holtz, they work very well for it. So, now I also have a distress marker from Tim Holtz, and it's tea dye. I may be going around the edges of the outside of my card just to make them look, you know, a bit distressed. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so I know that the first Faithdex card that I'm wanting to do is my title card. And on that, I want a butterfly and a flower, and I want it to be the color of the tray. So let's go into the package that you actually receive, either as a printable or as a physically cut item for you. So sorry about the noise, guys. This is going to be my package right here. Because I had to size down the verse cards from the original size. They were originally this large. And then in order for them to work in both cutting machine software nicely without giving me a problem, I just had to come down, you know, just a hair. Is this the right one? Nope, I guess these were extras. Where is the original size that it was? I might have got rid of them. So anyway, I went ahead and underlined the fruit so it would be easier to identify. So I need a Fruit of the Spirit title card. And I'm working on love, so I need 1 John 4, 19 through 21. And then I need 1 Corinthians 13, 7 through 4. Those are the 2 verses that I have in the kit for love. And I have my title card. All right, so we got that going on. Let me get all of this stuff out of my way. I've got so much stuff around me, guys. I'm going to be constantly cleaning it as we go. So the yellow color shapes are these 3 shapes right here. And let's see, what card do I want to be the shape for the title card? I think I'm going to go with this one. Yeah, I'm going to go with this one. And then, let's see, you get this red color in gingham. You get the lighter green gingham. Okay. Then you get like a real pale blue. You get 3 of those as well. You get 3 of every one of the gingham patterns. This is not really gingham. It's actually, it's from the Berry Fresh kit. It was the background before they put the daisies on. So, went ahead and used that. Okay, then you get orange gingham in 3 shapes. Okay. Then you get a light pink gingham. Nice. Then you get a darker green in 3 different shapes. You get like a teal. Oh, where's the teal? The other one. They were stuck together. I was like, I know you get 3. You get 3 teal, and you get 3 of like this mauve-y type purple, very vintage style, and then 3 regular purple. So, since we're starting with the yellow as a title card, and it is love, I think I'm going to take this almost like a scallop shape. And I think, I don't know if I want all my love cards to be this color. Should I do it that way, or should I mix it up, guys? I think I'm going to take a pink, because a pink is definitely for love. And then I will take this really pretty, well, take the teal. Okay, so that's going to be my cards for love. I'm going to do 3 cards, and my goal is to put a verse on 2 of them, and a reflection or a prayer, or maybe even a word study on the back of the 3rd one. So as you can see, the verse cards will fit very, very nicely, okay? So once you get this set of verse cards and the title cards and the Faithdex cards, you guys, it's up to you to rummage through your stash and figure out what you want to do and how you want to hook it up. But I'm just going to show you how I would do mine, or how I'm going to do mine. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and just stress my card. I definitely want to do that. Okay, so we're just going to lightly ink it around with walnut stain. Just want it to look a little old. And I think I told y'all in another video, I'm not a real big heavy inker. And I don't go for perfection on it because it's kind of not the style I'm wanting. I just want to do my own deal, you know what I mean? Sometimes I worry about getting in here, other times I don't. I just want to make sure you can see it on the back. Okay. And I'm thinking for the back of the title card, I just want to basically put like the day I started this and the day I completed it. And yeah. So let me go ahead and get my other mat here so that I can do some blending. All right. All right. So I'm kind of just wanting to go. I'm just wanting to give it like, you know, I don't know if you can see it really well, but it's like just coloring it just a little bit. And I really don't want any type of perfection on it. I don't want it to look like, you know, it was made perfectly. I want it to be very, very rustic. There's going to be mistakes as we go. I haven't crafted in so long, you guys. And I mean, literally, I haven't made a mini of them, anything like that, in like, you know, a couple of years. So my crafting skills is out the wind. They really are. Let's make it really kind of dark. Just want to blend that in. I want it to look like, another way you can accomplish this, guys. Now, it will distort the gingham on the front, is you can literally take the dregs of your coffee pot or your tea container, put them like in a small tray. You could even do a cookie tray, and then just set you some index cards down in it and let it just sit in the tea or the coffee for like few hours. Then get it out, put it on parchment paper or cookie tray racks and let it dry completely. And you've got this gorgeous tea stain and coffee look. And all you do is use the leftover coffee and tea you had in the container. I mean, can't get no easier than that. See how it's just like, it's all messy. That's darker, that's lighter, it's all good. So I think on the back of here, I want to use the grid. Let's do the grid. Okay. And I'm not getting out my paper trimmer. We're not rolling like that today, guys. We are doing this straight up as handmade. So I'm gonna get it like right there. Y'all can see I am totally not going for perfection. Some people have a lot of crafting supplies. Some people don't. I'm just going with what I've been gathering around. And I just want to play with it today. That's it. Alright, so about where do I need to go? I need to go about right that line. This will work. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to make this very, very old looking. Yes, I am. Ugh, there we go. So I'm going to look at the size of it. Actually, I should probably come down one more line because in case I do put it in the spinner later, I don't want it to impede on it. Okay. Let's see what this is looking like. It's a little close on it, but I'm okay with it. Alright, we're going to roll with it. Alright, let me put these little bits and bobs over here. You just never know. Okay, let me get this off. Let's go ahead and get around here real good. Need to pop this back on the pad real quick. Okay. I'm going to get it kind of dark around the edges. I want the edges to really, really, really stand out. And if you screw up, you just flip it over. And this one goes there. Because it kind of went all wonky with it. Okay. And I just want it to look, you know, like it's been through, it's had a life. You know what I mean? It's went through it. So I'm just going to come in and I'm just going to make it all kinds of icky with my blending tool here. Make sure not to blend too hard because I'm worried about my coffee cup over here spilling. And that ain't going to be cool. Okay, that's the look I'm going for. I'm good with that. Alright, now the question is, do I want to dress it up any further? Let's see. My favorite glue to add like some thickness is Fabri-Tac. That's my favorite glue. And here it is. Once Fabri-Tac sets, it has like, it just makes things feel so nice and thick. But I'm thinking that what I want to do is this. Let me show you my thoughts here, guys. I just looked over and saw something. I'm like, I want to use it. So I'm going to cut 2 more lines off of it. Ugh. And I'm going to cut 3 lines off the side. So we're going to go back around this edge real good. Make it where there's no white edge on it. Make it look like the other sides. Okay, let me show you what I'm about to do here. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I have some brown paper, but I don't want brown paper. I want a different color. And what am I going to use? What am I going to use? Well, I'm thinking, I don't know what. Okay, where am I going to get another different color? Let's see. Hang tight. Okay, guys, I'm back. So what I did was I went through some of my paper scraps. And this was a pack from, I want to say it was Simple Stories, where they have 4x4 cards. And on the back of them, they're all pink and darker pink striped. But while I was in there, I found a 4x4 card that says, Lord Help Me Grow, with pink on the back. And you guys, I'm going to fussy cut out this right here. I mean, we're talking about Fruit of the Spirit, help me grow in it. So I like it. Got to use that. So I don't want to use these Tim Holtz. They don't like to fussy cut very well. And I just want to very, very loosely, guys. I mean, you're going to see. I'm very, very loosely turning this into a die cut. Because I don't really want a ton of perfection. And I don't want to be stressing making these cards every week. So I literally, if it's not on my table, from here out, I'm not allowed to use it. Now, I could have took just some plain cardstock. We could still do this. And just mount this here. Like maybe, let's see what it would look like. If we put this together like this, right? We were to glue it down. We could say, Lord, help me grow, like turn it there. Then I could put in the date I started and the date I finished, and maybe even a flower. I don't know. Let's see. Let's play with this for a second. Do I want to, yeah, I want to ink the edges of this. Okay. Just want to get that white edge off of it. That's all I want to do. Okay. And I definitely want to get the white edge off of this. This is quite large, but you know what, guys? I'm going to make it work. And this is just the back of my card so far. So before I put any dimensionals, I'm going to want to place this down. So let's go ahead and put these guys together. Let's commit. Because if I sit here and think about it, guys, I will overthink it. And all day long, I'll be like, I can't get this video done because I'm not committing. Now, anybody who watches my Bible journaling process videos, I make mistakes all the time. I am not perfect. I am not a perfect crafter, and I don't think that you should be. I love it when you can look at something and tell it was homemade. Okay, so we've got these two glued together, and like I said, this adds some nice stability when it's all said and done. I think that's more of a straight edge. I like the I want to define that just a little bit more. I like how it's like jagged at the bottom. You could even rip these guys instead of, you know, cutting them. You could rip it. I love that look. Okay, so we're going to put this about right there. So let's go ahead and commit to that. Like I said, this is just a card on the back that no one will see until they flip to the back. It just basically says when I started this series and when I finished it. And since that says, Lord, help me grow, we're going to use it because I like it. Try to get it to where the points are like right here in the divots of the design. Works for me. So if I were to put this on here, yeah, I don't want to hang it off the edge in the back because I don't want to have to fix it for the front, if that makes any sense, because you'll see the back side. So I don't want to worry about that. Now, I could have went through my ephemera and found something that would work perfect. The truth is, I probably should have, but since this is just a piece of paper that was in my stash, and Lord only knows when I would have ever used it, and I mean, you couldn't ask for it to say a better saying on it to go with the series, right? Okay, so far, this is what I've got, and I just want to say the date that I started this. Now, is this a brush pen or a regular pen? Oh, this is a brush pen. Today is the 23rd. I'm going to put completed, ... and to be continued on that, right? So on the back of here, what I would probably do is I'll have to bring in some color because this is a lot of brown. So let the yellow flowers look pretty right here. Probably do something pink-wise right there. But at the moment, what I'm wanting to do is flip this over and get my title going on. Okay, so I know I'm going to be using this card up here that says Fruit of the Spirit. So where'd that little booger go? It is missing. It is missing. Where did it go? Here we go. All right. So I'm going to ink the edges, get the white off of it. You don't have to. I just prefer to. Okay? And as you can see, I'm barely hitting this booger. I'm just dulling down the edges. That's all I want. It's already got like a faux distressing on it, like old paper. You could totally keep it that way. It wouldn't be a problem. So I think I want it centered like that. And I want this booger raised up. I want this to actually really pop out. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm just going to take some craft cardstock. And I'm just going to glue this booger down super quick. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Let me show you what I'm going to do. Yep. Yep, yep, yep. And I'm just going to put it, oh, I don't know. Right there is fine. Okay. Got that going on. And like I said, guys, rip it. Okay. Rip it. May not want it to look like this when I'm done, but we'll see. And you don't want it to be perfectly ripped, you know what I mean? Because then it looks like you did it on purpose. I want it to look like this came off a potato bag. Just want it to be unique. I don't want it to look like anything else I've got going on at the moment. And that's a little bit of too much of a tail. So I like the way that this looks. It's very ripped. And it looks like it came off a bag of fruit or a potato bag. Or at least in my mind, that's what it looks like. Now you could always hit it to make it blend and go with the rest of it. And it will make your edges stand out even more that they were ripped. As if someone couldn't tell by just looking. And you know what, guys? I'm happy with that. It gives it a teeny bit of something, something. Okay? Now, I got an idea here. I'm wanting this centered because I definitely do want my little burlap flower on here. And I'm thinking I'm going to make his booger stick out. Question is if I made that stick out, what's it going to look like on the back? That's where I could put a flower in the back. So we're good. I'm going to make this stick out. But I want to raise it up. I don't want it sitting there looking pitiful. So what I'm going to do, and you guys, y'all going to laugh, but I don't even care. I take old scraps of chipboard, pieces of Amazon boxes or whatever, and I turn them into just little tiny squares. And that booger went under my desk. Okay, so let's make sure I don't do that again. I'm just going to cut them into some odd shapes. Nobody's going to see them anyway. Okay. Yep. 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 This may be, guys, where I only do 1 or 2 cards a video because this video is already getting very, very long. You know what I mean? It's already getting some serious time going on this video. So I'm just prepping them up real quick, and I'm just going to stick them down together in just a second. You don't have to be perfect in any kind of way, and if you can't tell by watching, I cannot help you. I don't want people to stress out when they're making Faithdex cards. It's for you. It sits in your office, your bedroom, your craft room, whatever, your study, your house, anywhere you choose to put it. And no one should be judging crafted. They just shouldn't. It's half the time, people who judge it, they don't know how to craft anyway. That's what it's always been my experience, at least. Okay, so I got me some little sandwiches going on here, is what I call them. And I just want to raise this booger up. And I want to raise it up pretty good. Yes, I do. And I'm just going to give it some stability, y'all. That's all I'm wanting to do is, because it's going to be hanging off. But, ooh, don't be volunteering. I didn't ask you. Did y'all see that one trying to race over there and get on the glue dots? Okay. Rubber tack loves to put out little strings like hot glue. Just gotta be patient with it because the stuff's amazing. Okay. Or maybe I should put it over. No, I'm gonna put it right here. Maybe it ain't gonna hang off, but just a hair. Okay, so there we got our fruit of the spirit. And as you can see, it's gonna be raised up to where we could tuck, you know, a flower up underneath of it. Could be what we're going to end up doing, y'all. Just never know. Okay, so anyway, what I want to do next is I want to go through my fruit of the spirit ephemera, and I want to find an ephemera piece, a die cut that I want to put on the front of this card to go along with my title. And I'm a-thinking, just not sure which one I want, y'all. There's so many pretty ones to choose from. It just really, really is. And I'm dropping them. Thank goodness y'all can't see it. Okay. I'm a-thinking. I was looking for that little fruit ball, but he has escaped me at the moment. So we have the oranges, the figs. I think they're cute. I like the cherries. I also like his tag, but I don't know how I would want to pull that one off, so I'm not going to bother with it. Could always do a window with the fruit. Ooh, I could definitely try pulling that one off. Let's try that, y'all. Let's work with that for a minute. Let's see what I can come up with here. Okay. Okay. Now, this isn't glued down anywhere. It's not committed yet. You know what I mean? So, we could always... Okay, we're going to hit the side of this. We're going to commit, because if I don't, we'll be here all day. because I can second guess myself better than anybody. Okay. So we're going to lay this booger flat, is what I'm thinking. Okay. Okay. Do-do-do-do. Now I'm thinking I'm going to stick him like right to the edge, y'all. Right to the edge. But I don't want to cover up my hole. You see what I mean? So I'm just putting him right to the edge. I'm going to try to line him up just nicely. Okay. That's nice. That's a nice little arrangement I ain't going to worry with. I could put my Fruit of the Spirit up this way. I don't really want to cover anything up, so hang on. Fruit of the Spirit. And I want a small flower because this is a lot going on this one little page here. Let's see, what do I think about that? Okay, I'm digging it. And I want a butterfly, y'all. I want a butterfly. I definitely do. So, let me show you what I'm going to do with this. The way I make butterfly, and I need to bring some color in. I really, really do. I'm going to bring in that burnt yellow color. Okay, so I have, let's see. Let's move these guys because we're not going to use them. Got my little sandwiches ready for something else in a little while. I didn't put two of them together, but it'd be alright. Let me get this little stuff out in the way. Ooh, get out my way. Alright, so I have some, let's see, how thick is it? We have 1.5 inch wide ribbon, okay? And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut that evenly straight. Okay. Where is the lighter that I light my candle with? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Here we go. And I'm just going to run along so it doesn't fray, okay? And I'm going to cut it at 1.5 inches. That's where I want to cut it. Now this does not have to be perfect, and I will show you why. Okay, come on, lift up. Okay, got it. So I have 1.5 inch wide square, 1.5 by 1.5 inch square. And I need to go ahead and, what side did I cut? I cut this side so it doesn't fray. Okay, so we got our little booger lightly tacked down there. Okay, next I have some ribbon. Get my Band-Aid tape off. That's my trick, y'all. That's how I called it together without fraying before I'm ready. Although this one's brand new, I can tell I ordered this. So this is 7/8 inch grosgrain. So we're gonna go just under the 7/8 because what I want is a perfect square. You know what I mean? Now there's other ways to line it up and get it perfect, and usually I use a wood burning tool to cut it and seal it, but I'm not gonna mess with that today. So we're gonna seal both edges real quick. Actually, let me show you what I was talking about. If you want to get a perfect square, you cut a straight line across your ribbon, fold that booger in a diagonal, and make sure each of your points add up, okay? And then, yeah, because I'm way over. You see that little edge? Gonna cut it off, because you want a perfect square. That's the deal. We gotta have a perfect square, because what we want to do ain't gonna work if we don't. So, and I'm thinking we're just going to do the title card today, guys, because this video is getting long. Okay, so this is a perfect square, right? And what you want to do is, you see these two edges? Don't burn yourself. Use a hair clip if you need to. You can always use one of these things from Sally's. I used to make hair bows all the time and hair clips. So, you know, I've got a ton of these just hanging around. You would hold it that way. But I ain't worried about it because I get burnt so much with hot glue, guys. I don't even care. Take those two tips, make them line up. You're going to want to just seal them together is really what you want to do. Don't worry about if it burned it like mine just did. It's going to be okay. Now, do this one as well. Line these two up. Because we're making a butterfly now. And I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. I'm going to make a seriously blinged out butterfly. You're going to like it. It's the coolest way to use up scrap bits of ribbon or cloth. You can do it with cloth as well. Okay, so I have my needle already set up. Okay. How to do that off camera, guys, because you guys know I'm blind. Oh, come on now. Get my knot back here. Okay, got my needle ready. Let me move that lighter. Good Lord. Okay, and I'm going to use a cheater. I got a straight pen with a pink tip. And what I want to do is just pop it through, okay? And I want to pop it through. I just want this booger to hold until I'm ready. Point to tip. Tip to tip, okay? Is that right? Yeah. So, I'm thinking it is. I'm thinking that's the way we need. I haven't made them in a while, guys, so hang on. We're going to find out together because this is clear thread. Let's just hope I don't have to cut this string. How did I used to do this? Okay, so I'm going to come out my tip and just loosely went in, okay? Let's see if this works. Just pull your thread through, okay? Let me get my knot to the back of it. And you're going to, is that how we do it? No, I need to go back down in, okay. Hang on. You want to go down in the very tip of your butterfly. Otherwise, it's not going to pull the way you want it to. Okay, so now you just bunch it up, right? You got your little booger bunch. Don't look like a wing already? All right. So now we're going to go through the little one. I'm thinking this is the way you do it. Now I'm going to come up, down, and up. Do it in the middle, y'all. Because it's going to look jacked if you don't. Okay. So, now we're going to bunch them together. And look, it's got like the little wings. You got what I'm saying? Yeah, you do it tip to tip. Just go down the center as many times as you need to. And this is going to be your butterfly. And I know it looks all kinds of weird, right? But we're going to fix this bugger. We're going to wrap it around the center real nice and tight. Adjust your little wings the way you need to, okay? And then pull that booger tight, like real good and tight. Look at that, y'all. Look at your butterfly. Whoops. Well, once it's secured, y'all be able to see what I'm talking about. Okay, so you wrap it around real tight, cinch it. Make sure your wings are going the way you want them to. Put your needle back through and tie it off. And this is why I don't make hair bows anymore. It's because my hands don't play nice with needles anymore. So hang on. I went through the edge of my butterfly wing. I don't want to do that. Okay, that should work. So, like I said, bear with me, guys, because y'all know how my hands are. Alright, I don't want to go under my wings. I want it to just go through the center like it's supposed to. Okay. Come on now. Got him wrapped around my wing. Get off my wing. Okay. There we go. Alright. You little devil. You're about to have a new name. You keep it up. Alright. It's clear thread I'm working with, so that's why I'm having a problem. The next video, the next time I use thread, I will use white so I can see it. Because this is clear. Okay. Alright. That's exactly what I wanted. So I got my little wings, and I got my little butterfly, right? Let me get him the way I want him. Alright. And you don't have to be perfect, because in real life, they're not. So which side looks better to me? This side or this side? I'm thinking this side does. Okay, so now I'm going to take that chain, right? And I want to figure out where I need to wrap his booger. I think I'm going to have him... If I could... I'm wanting to pull him over just a hair, y'all. Because you can literally manipulate these little boogers. But with my fingers, we ain't going to be able to. Okay. So how much chain do I need? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do about 5 links. You probably don't need 5 links, but I'm going to tuck it in the back. Oh, wrong scissors. Ooh, Lord, Lord, Lord. I'd have been mad later when I went to cut something like that. Okay. You want to either use wire cutters or jewelry cutters, something like that. Okay, so what we're going to do... Alright, so, see, he's being a booger. He sprayed because I didn't get him right. So I'm just going to set him so he doesn't come loose. He's on a piece of paper, guys, being glued on, so I don't think I'm going to have a problem with him. But Fabri-Tac will glue metal to anything, so just being real nice and generous, but not too much. You know, you don't want it splooshing all over the place. And just lay your chain kind of in the middle, okay? And then you would bunch it up. and it looks like, you know, the middle of the little butterfly. Okay, so there you go. There's our butterfly. I think it's super, super cute already. Okay, so I'll just show you in the mirror, in the camera, what it looks like. If it will, actually show it to you guys. Let me set my chain the way I want. Put it on the back of here and maybe it'll do it better. Can y'all see that? Looks cute, right? And there's just little stuff that was hanging around in the house. Alright, so we're going to get our card back. And what I'm going to want to do is somehow or another hide that one wing I don't like. So, okay, we can do this with a flower. We're going to put our title right here. I'm thinking I'm going to have my butterfly right here. Emma. And possibly some flowers here. Let's see. Actually, we could make a cluster of flowers and maybe hide that darn thing that I don't like on there. Okay. So, let's get this... Whoa! Don't glue to me, you silly boy. Let's go ahead and get this booger on there. I'm just going to be gluing on the bottoms of the bottoms of our sandwich. Okay. Here we go. Giving it a nice, generous little amount. I'm going to off-center it the way I want. I'm going to put it right there. Now, I could have my wing. Okay, where is that hanging onto it? Is it the string? No, it's glue. Okay, so I'm going to bunch that chain up. I don't want it spread out. I want the chain bunched. Okay, I'm going to put it on the back of here. Like I said, you can glue anything with this booger. The only thing you cannot glue with this glue, is vinyl. Is that vinyl? Is it vinyl? No, it's the other glue. It's vinyl. My bad. Don't get me lying to y'all. But I don't want to hide the words, so I'm going to center him over here. Okay. Get that off my finger. Alright. Actually, he's wanting to be a booger. Hold it down. And all my sandwiches too. Okay, so I got him there. And I'm thinking, do we want a different color flower instead of pink? Do we? Oh, what about this weird thing? Way too big. Way too big. No go. Not happening. Thinking that I need to get, wondering if I should put my flower, let me rip this bad boy off where he sets. Wondering if I should put my flower here. Come on over some. And then attach my butterfly like on the flower. He's kind of big for that, isn't he? Yeah, he is. Ain't gonna do that. What am I gonna do with this bugger? I don't think I want that flower either. I really like that one. I really do, y'all. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. Let's start this thing again. Gonna put this flower on this card. Yes, we are. I like it, and I can see my words, and I want it like that. Okay. And do I want my butterfly? Butterfly is just getting on my nerve. I'm thinking about scrap that butterfly idea. Make me a better butterfly in the next video. Yeah, I'm not liking that. I like this flower though. This is a very unique flower and I only have one. So I kind of like that it's on here. And I like the front of this card. This is Fruit of the Spirit. And then on the back is the day I started it and the day I'm going to be putting in when I complete it. And it's already got some weight to it, y'all. Y'all just would not believe how heavy this little booger is already. So, if I were to put it in here, it matches the front of the box. And it's going to slide because there's not enough cards lined in here. But you can see now why I gave so much room for all of the cards in a tray is because there's going to be so many. And when this sits this way, this is what you would see when you have it all filled in. and I really like the way it looks. So this is my title card. I'm going to stop the video here, and then one night after work this week, I will do a couple more Faithdex cards. So this will be the series that'll be going on between now and the end of May, and hopefully by the end of the month of May, I will have my Fruit of the Spirit cards done, and then maybe we'll start another series with another scripture writing kit that I have going on in the shop. So until I see you guys for the next video, y'all have a nice night. Bye!